Actually, I used to suffer from a very severe anxiety. Like popping the pills type of.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, you look good on LinkedIn.
Listen.
That's that picture is fly. I bet boys try to hit you up through. Do people do that?
You mean boys with businesses?
Yeah, boys with businesses trying to.
They're trying to get business with me. Yeah, okay, so I have clients in South Africa and Botswana.
Yes.
So in SA,
big girls. Big girls. Where now? International.
There's a crazy obsession with Botswana as well.
Yeah.
When you go to different countries.
Oh, yeah?
Just beyond the diamond industry, it's just like, oh, wow, your nation is so calm.
That's beautiful.
You guys have electricity.
Right next to us, huh? How much money was the most money that you got from podcasting and sitting down with someone? Dun, dun, dun. Dude, are you seeing someone?
Oh, wow. That's such a lovely question.
He's an amazing host, and he's going to have many more amazing people on his show. And I just hope that you guys grow with him on his journey. And, we never know how big this is going to get. So let's just see where you take this. Take this Juice 2.0.
All right.
Bizo la me ke bofelo ke batla go tshwana le tshepo ke batla go tshwana tlhalefo ke spana ka thata ke tinto 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 tinto
Getting you and I to 1103, where I should say Gab City, B-Dub, Africa, the rest of the world. Good morning. Welcome to the Juice 2.0, your favorite show. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. You're amazing. Returning subscriber. What's going on, family? I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed, it means you're not part of the family yet, but it's quite easy. It's very, very easy. Just click subscribe, and voila, you're on the family. As soon as you stop by, you know how we do it. This is how we roll. We get to your comments and we find out who's been saying what. And for all of that commenting that you do, man, I appreciate you so much. So let's get to it. The comments and find out what you've been saying. And let's start off with the Kosi episode that we posted on Friday. Oh my goodness. Almost 4,000 views in just about less than 24 hours. You guys are insane. I have at Lesh1986 who says, this interview made me like Kosi. Very bubbly personality. Didn't like her in Big Brother. She was faking drama relationship, so she wins. And it worked. You could tell the difference. This one is a bit of a long one. By the way, Kosi in the house and Kosi the real one. Okay, the difference thereof. And then we also have Tabz who says, Haibo, this is not an interview, please. What do you mean? And then we also have, moving right along to Nondu who says, King Kosi. Appreciate it, man. At BC4930, you said, loved it. Love it. Appreciate you. And then keeping up with 29 that good deeds is her heart. All right, I'm trying to look for the juicy comments, all right? For the juicies. Kosi, cute and lovable, man. Love the podcast so much. Total bliss. Guy is so chilled. Good and smart too. Guy is so chilled, good and smart too. Hotawan. Hello. We have arrived. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, just a few more, and then we let you know who we have in the building this morning. Molebo says, Kosi is a breath of fresh air. My goodness. And then one last one. Kosi is amazing. I love her. If you haven't checked out the Kosi episode, hey, do yourself a favor and go check it out, man. She's an amazing young lady. Big Brother Titans 2023, the winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I promised you this lady for this part of the show, the last part of the show on the Juice 2.0, 11 to 12 p.m. Her name, Gofaone Modise. Let me let you know exactly what she do. All of these amazing things. Find out who she is. All right, so she's a business innovation specialist with a focus on applying innovation processes to develop corporate innovation strategies for entrepreneurial development and global competitiveness. Her research interests lie in the transformation of corporate business capacities and support for SMEs, particularly in the global diamond business. Oh, okay. As a communications and innovation facilitator, Gofaone possesses expertise in applied research, brand strategy, innovation processes. Where did it go? Business innovation, advanced product and service development, strategic business positioning, and opportunity framing. She has worked with various clients including companies in the diamond business, retail stores, financial institutions, and non-profit organizations in Botswana and South Africa. Notable clients include those, that. Yeah, because, we didn't get paid for that. No advertisement, girl. We're not doing that. Also, before I forget, and just before I wrap up the intro, I need to get my applause ready because, this is big things, girl. These are amazing things right here. I'm like, yo, business strategy, this. Yo, we need to go back to school, bro. Okay,
it sounds a bit exaggerated.
Let me speak for myself. I need to go back to school. In addition, by the way, we're not done, but we're almost there. To her professional achievements, Gofaone is the founding director of Conversations with Gofaone podcast, an interactive platform aimed at empowering global youth. She has also contributed her expertise as a social media marketing trainer. Yo, Juicies, I need to put your hands together and let's really, really have it and hear it for Gofaone Modise. Hey.
Hi.
What's that? Why do you have that face on?
I'm so shook. I was like, oh man, I need to revisit that bio. I'm wondering if it's 100% accurate.
Oh yeah?
Wow, that was lovely.
Oh yeah, maybe we need to go back to it and say, how you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah.
I'm shocked as well for the invite, but hey, here we are.
Of course. I mean, with that kind of bio and you're on the Juice 2.0, a lot of people being like, yo man, are you going to ask her the X-rated questions as well? I'm like, yeah, we'll see what we can do for the Juicies.
And it's so sad that they'll be disappointed that you won't be doing that. Yes, I'm here for that.
Well, you do pray to a really, really powerful God.
Come on now.
Because then I got moved. I was like, you know what? Jesus, I'm going to hold it down for, I'm just... But before we get to who you are, which is amazing things, right? How are you genuinely? What's been going on?
I am at a supernatural high in terms of who I am mentally, physically, emotionally, etc. If I could, I would lend people my mental state of mind because it's, when you get to that point where you feel like everything you touch turns to gold.
Wow.
And everything just manifests in the way it should be.
Right.
Because I have suffered in life.
All my life I had to fight.
But no more. I'm like, you know what? This season of my life is all about winning. And I see that, and I'm very grateful for that.
I'm happy for you, and I love it for you. Your mental state, you spoke about that.
Yeah.
Intentional things that you do to possibly make it to, get it to where it is now?
Absolutely, yes. I'm a child of God.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
So prayer.
I love children of God, by the way.
Prayer is an essential part of everything. And by prayer, I mean really meditation and listening to yourself within. And if you're made in the image and likeness of God, that means God within you. So listen to yourself. Take moments of pausing and... funny enough, what really changed the trajectory of my mental state was valuing myself and finding myself worthy of receiving good things and receiving love. And
I love that.
It's getting deep.
No, you're good. We did say this edition of the Juice 2.0 was going to be a little different. You know what I mean? But we'll still try to, we're really deep this morning.
Yeah.
But had there been like a backstory where, the trajectory had to now switch in and you made it as intentional?
Yeah. So actually, I used to suffer from a very severe anxiety, like popping the pills type of.
Are you serious?
Yeah, where I'd be recommended all these sorts of pills, and it was crazy. I was just like, why am I suffering this much? And obviously external stuff, and I realized it took me time. I even went through a whole season of therapy.
Yeah.
And it took me time when I realized that it was because I don't want to blame people. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should. Whoever you are, you are.
I'm like these people. But yeah, it was a season a very intense season during my early adolescent years where I was such a people pleaser, and I see traces of that even now. But where everything I was doing was to make people who were important to me happy, and in addition, I was okay with being unhappy for the longest time. And it's interesting how your mental state of mind reflects in your bank account.
Is that true? It is, huh?
When you're sad. Especially when you're an entrepreneur. Because it's 90% psychology, 10% skill. So if the psychology is not in the right place, you're going to be broke for a while.
Oh, wow.
And when those things changed, it took me, over 7 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah. That's a good story right there. 7 years for an overnight success.
My word, yeah.
Sheesh, man.
It's a lot.
And then I really love the story, and I'm going to just, release you from it and at least speaking about it. God then steps in through a person, or
Oh yeah. Like obviously, I go to church and everything, but then comma, and at some point you have to face yourself and be true to yourself. There's a book I really enjoy reading when times are tough. It's by Paulo Coelho called The Seventh Mountain. And
I've heard of that book.
It's incredible. If you're depressed, I highly recommend you read it.
Right.
In it, there's a portion in which the main character is going through all these battles. And in it, he battles a metaphorical angel.
Right.
And the explanation in it was that, why are you fighting so hard for your dream? You need to justify why you are fighting so hard.
Right.
And you realize that some of these challenges are testing, are you as hungry as you say you are? And I really just kind of changed my mentality a lot. And when I say I pray, when I say I'm a Christian, when I say that these are the values I uphold, why? What's my why? And my why had to be so much stronger than an individual.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if our primary purpose is to serve, you cannot serve when you're not filled within.
Yeah.
So this is like a therapy session. Are you sure it's like Juice 2.0? It's like therapy 2.0.
You see, I knew I didn't have to call you to this. I knew something told me like, yo, bro, off-brand.
I was so worried for you because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so boring. Why?
Super off-brand. Oh, but we got 40 minutes to go. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know. But I love that part of your story, man, because it's so real. And you spoke about how if someone else who is listening and possibly watching this when it comes out, if they're suffering from depression, then they could read that book.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you feel, because you've kind of overcame?
Yeah, I wasn't clinically
patch.
depressed though. It was just that anxiety part of life.
Right.
Yeah,
we got to differentiate that. Right, but for somebody who might be looking at this and feels, oh yeah, I'm suffering from that as well. What are some of the things that
I
they
think
could
for
do?
sure, I got a coach. I started reading certain books. Working out is a very important part.
Woohoo!
Yeah, for real.
Oh, you're really checking my boxes, by the way. God works out. Okay, my reading is a bit,
No, even if you're listening to audiobooks, as long as you're attaining the information that's necessary for you to take you to a higher vibration.
Yeah.
It's so necessary. And if it means that you need to take time out, I don't know how, but you'll make a plan.
You gotta do it.
But you need to really listen to the voice within. And I didn't realize how much valuing yourself and seeing your worth is such an essential part of healing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's get into who you are on the market. Right? The brand that is Gofaone Modise. I read a lot of things there, but what came out first in your bio is that you're a business innovation specialist.
Yeah.
And I asked my people over here, he was very, very instrumental in just kind of opening my understanding to what that means anyway. He's like, yeah, bro, she develops businesses, bro.
Bro.
In those simple terms, right? Is that what you said? Okay, cool. He doesn't want to come to the mic. But anyway, what is that anyway?
I'm so worried that I might mess it up.
Okay.
But I didn't realize sometimes, you do something, for example, what you're doing now, it's just like, oh, it's a normal interview. No, it's not. Because it goes beyond that. You're communicating, you're helping me build my brand. There's so many things. When I was talking to one of my mentors, I was like, okay, first of all, I don't know. I just do social media. But then he's like, okay, break it down. What is it that you do? And I'm like, okay, I take a business and we see what kind of brand that the business is aligned with. We do the research. We see how we position it online. We do a bit of PR. We look at your sales. We look at the marketing effort. I was like, first of all, I am helping you and undercharging you.
Definitely.
Right. So that's what that value part, it really comes in. And it's so important to have conversation with different people so that you understand the gravity of what it is that you do. So when it comes to the innovative part, it doesn't necessarily mean making something new, but it means having a different perspective and positioning a business to be set in a way in which there is an undeniable growth.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think we're living in a very, very different age as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. In your line of work, right? What are some of the things on the top of your head, really, that you have been able to assist businesses with that are pretty new on the market?
Yeah.
And maybe some of these companies were not so aware of them. And even more importantly, not so aware of how greatly important they are to the business.
Right. So I have personal brands. Oopsie.
It's okay.
I have personal brands that I manage. Let's say on LinkedIn, for example.
Right.
And
you look good on LinkedIn.
listen. That's
that picture is fly.
I will. That's where I get my bread.
Woo!
I swear.
I bet boys try to hit you up through. Do people do that?
You mean boys with businesses?
Yeah, boys with business trying to.
They're trying to get business with me. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Stay in the lane, TKay. It's like TKay, come back. But anyway, continue, please.
It's a challenge for you, but I'm very proud of you. So what I've seen just from what you think is someone is just posting on LinkedIn, but the intrinsic work is so intense. And just from the keywords and the right connections, etc., I've had clients who've gotten, just from the executive point of view, who've gotten new jobs, those who are looking to leave and transition from corporate to entrepreneurship. They managed to do that very well.
Yep.
I had one of my clients who became the first female manager at a certain bank. Halala, right? And then for other businesses, especially those who are new on social media, I love SMEs or I love smaller brands.
Right.
What we're able to do really is actually get them a huge funnel in terms of clientele online, and that transition to getting PR as well that they didn't even have to pay for, media and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's something that I love it.
You know what I wonder?
Yeah.
Because it's new. Some of the things that you are very innovative about. Well, the true definition of innovation really is that maybe you need to make it new. Right. Part of the definition there is. I wonder what trust there is for a business that you step into and say, hey, this is me, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. Just like the first feels, right? Is there like, okay, we're open arms about this, or in your experience, it's been kind of a bit slow to try and trust that you could, do what you do and help them?
Right. I will say, okay, so I have clients in South Africa and in Botswana.
Yes.
So in SA,
big girls. Big girls. Where now?
Oh, geez.
International.
International. Funny. So it's interesting in terms of clientele that side, they're very willing. Maybe it's because they have an understanding of it.
Dope.
Then here, I have to show that I care. So before even nailing, especially like a corporate client, it's like months worth of me sitting and listening to the CEO and having visits. At some point, I was like, I don't even know what my job is. I think I'm just here to be like some therapist vibe. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not really sure. Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm okay with it because I see long term. I stay with my clients for a very, very long time.
I like that.
Yeah.
Would you say it's an attribute to some of your characteristics? Are you a patient person?
I generally think I am, and I genuinely care.
Yeah.
So
of course.
Vibes don't lie, right?
What do you mean you care though? Vibes don't lie. That's for sure. But what do you mean you care?
I care about people who are passionate about what it is that they do.
Okay.
And because I care, if I, for example, off-ramp moment.
Right.
When you reached out. Mm-hmm. You reached out on LinkedIn, and I love LinkedIn.
Yeah.
1, you were so kind. That was number 2. And I was like, this guy really cares. I'm terrified of going on this show because I'm boring. His ratings are going to go down. He doesn't even know what he's trying to do. I mean, I was like, I checked you online, but you care.
Yeah.
And you can't. People who care, they're in for the long game.
I like that.
And they're on this set trajectory of success.
The Juice 2.0, we care. Right? We could,
With a twist. And that's the important part.
Yeah.
And when you meet someone who cares, you gravitate towards their soul, and it becomes a soul-to-soul conversation, even though it's on a business premises.
Yeah. You could say that about love relationships. When you find somebody who cares, which is something that you have had an experience of.
Jeez, it's been a minute. Shame.
We'll talk about that. See, that's the juicy part. At least that part, we get juicy with that.
LOL.
Because his boys might want to ask questions like, yo, also, can I tell you?
Okay. Oh, dear.
Yeah. These boys really like you. These two boys here.
They're lovely.
No. Gofaone. Cool. That was this. Let me repeat. This boys, guys, I'm sorry. But you know what? God works in very mysterious ways.
LOL.
These ones, they were super excited that you were coming to the studio, man. Yeah, look at them.
I saw him being all nonchalant.
TKay, you should have bought me a bus ticket before you just ran me under.
Under what?
What?
Do you? What do you have to say for yourself?
There's nothing to say. It's like it's late, bro.
You're under the bus. All right, Gofaone Modise is in the building. We're talking about businesses, innovation, social media managing, and all of these amazing things that we need to do. We need to really consider as a business and a whole lot more. Actually, man, the Juice 2.0. Branding, huh? 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. My name is TKay. You're on the Juice 2.0. And on the last part of this amazing show, you get to find out some of these cool kids in town doing amazing things. And this morning, we're joined by Gofaone Modise, business innovation specialist and a podcaster and a social media manager. Yeah?
Correct.
Okay, that's correct. So let's talk about your interests, right? Before we move on to podcasting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the interest that you have around SMEs,
Yeah.
global diamond business, particularly.
Yeah.
Right? Tell me about that anyway. And if you have any more interest that you want to share with us this morning, please go ahead.
Yeah, so with SMEs, it all really started during COVID and when every business was going online.
Right.
And that's really when I started my business as well. And
nice.
Yeah. And
It's a young baby.
I am young startup.
Right.
And realizing that when big brands were active on social media, so were the little guys. And that kind of provided an equal playing field.
Right.
And so when you kind of really study the dynamics of how it looks, the SMEs were really winning at some point in a sense of their reliability, how quickly they were able to connect and communicate with their clients online. And because I myself am an SME or started off as one, you have to kind of have this mentality that you're not going to be an SME forever.
Forever, you could, yeah.
That's the thing. So when we engage with those, we at Inbound Media, when we engage with SMEs, we connect with you knowing that you're not going to be here forever. And at some point, you need to transition and grow and become a business that's well established so that you can make room for other SMEs that come across. Exactly.
You see that?
I mean, you can't be an SME for 10 years.
What happened to growth, right?
You know
what happened
I mean?
to growth?
Exactly. And really valuing Botswana-based brands as well. I'm very passionate about that. And then when it comes to the diamonds things, really, you'd think it's a stroke of luck. What happened was I had a client here.
Yeah.
And then they moved to South Africa, back to South Africa. They were South African.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, well, really enjoyed working with you. We need to work again.
Wow.
Post-COVID. And I was like, okay. A year later, the person reaches out and was like, I've got a project for you. And I was like, say less.
Yeah.
Play.
Let's do it.
I mean, I was spoiled, rotten. I had booked flights, everything. I was like, God, am I your favorite?
Oh my goodness. Definitely God's favorite. Definitely God's favorite.
Like, I know you got favorites, but now I know. And it was such an interesting thing in a sense that when I was quote unquote serving this person and providing my services, I didn't realize how big they were in their corporate field. So yes, they worked in corporate and they had a side hustle. And when they decided to invite me to be part of this corporate life, it was such a amazing opportunity where then I started meeting with various diamantaires within South Africa.
Wow.
Listen, we're from the land of diamonds.
Of course.
It's sad that I had to
travel to,
where I was playing with diamonds, photo shoots with diamonds. I mean, diamonds. I mean, to the point where you think they're cheap. When you're like,
okay.
Absolutely. There was a point, off-rap moment, there was a point I was in a car with one of my clients and they were like, looking at my earrings, looking at my neck. I was like, okay, perv. And then they're like, no, you're from a diamond country.
Yeah. Yes.
Where's the jewelry? Where's the ice? But anyway, back to that. So that's when I started engaging with different diamantaires. I even did a whole series on the diamond industry.
I saw
as
that.
well, which was absolutely insane. What I realized though was connecting with these people, Africans,
Yeah.
female, male, whatever,
Yeah.
who are doing incredible work in the diamond industry, and you realize how attainable it is as well. And it's just a matter of knowing how it's not really easy, but you
Right.
can do it if it's
It's
something
not
that you-
impossible.
It's
Yeah.
not impossible
Right,
whatsoever.
right.
Yeah.
It's
So,
great. It's great that you have that kind of story, man. And congratulations on that,
Thanks.
by the way. Such things happening to you should be a huge endorsement to, because I know, man, you know, we're human beings. We have this project, we're trying to do this and that. And imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're not good enough. Maybe things are moving a little too slow.
They're about to catch on.
They're about to-
They're going to realize I'm a fraud.
You know what I mean? Especially that. And then you get a phone call a year later from these amazing big people
Crazy,
doing that. It
yes.
must be, you know, it's the endorsement that everybody needs.
It is. And then at some point you realize, okay, actually I do deserve this.
Of course. Also, you're very big on valuing yourself
Absolutely,
and all of that.
yeah.
And I appreciate
it takes
that.
time, but just hold on to it. And
Yeah.
and you know that concept that if you don't take yourself seriously and don't value what it is that you're doing, you're going to have someone who's less talented than you doing the very same thing and doing it at a less quality.
Yeah.
Like you just be so disappointed, and then everyone's praising that person.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, you need to advocate for your dreams and your vision and your values.
I love that. Why did you start conversations with Gofaone?
Yeah. First, and I say this all the time,
Right.
I wanted Oprah to discover me. And
Oh, how are we doing?
girl,
Good.
reply my DMs. What you doing?
Hey, yo, but I was speaking of Oprah. When was that? Yesterday? Okay.
Tell your girl. Tell your girl I'm out here. Like,
So you want her to hit you up?
listen, just the high even. I mean, I love this woman to the core.
All right. No, you know what? I'll really see what I can do. All right.
I appreciate that.
You know,
I appreciate that.
I got you. So why Oprah? You know,
Why Oprah? I started watching Oprah when I was a pickaninny.
of course.
And I really appreciate it. So she transitioned from having these very tough and intense topics to a bit lighthearted, but she still remained herself.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that you could do that. And I was just like, I wanna do that too.
Yeah.
But you know, be Gofaone about it, because I'm very gentle in the
Yeah.
way I interview. I have a hard time kind of being like, oh, okay, and
So let's get it.
You know, I remember I got a gig and someone was like, ask hard-hitting questions. I was like, I don't think I have
Hard-hitting,
one. I was like,
yeah.
what does that even mean?
Right.
So I had, so that was it, right?
Okay.
And then when it doubled down, it was a situation of I get to meet incredible people in the corporate
I can
space.
relate.
You know
I can
what
relate.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought, man, I wish people could hear your story. So it started off with just normal Instagram lives, and
Right.
you know, they're home. It was during COVID as well. People are home. I was like, I'm gonna try the CEO. I'm gonna try this minister.
Wow.
And they replied.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. Then I was like, okay, I could actually make this a real thing.
Right, right.
Got sponsorship for most videos.
Amazing.
Then not even transitioning, but we're growing now as a company, looking at Conversations of Gofaone, or podcasting as a marketing tool for businesses
Of course.
and corporates
Yeah.
to use this platform to sell their ethos, to sell their values.
Please tell them.
You know what I
Please
mean?
tell them.
To humanize
Yeah.
some very intense from like insurance, real estate, etc., and using that as a marketing tool. So podcasting, to be honest with you, it's not really just the future. It's an inevitable part of growth, especially if you're in corporate.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Speaking of the conversations that you've had, amazing people, by the way.
Yeah.
Which would you remember right now if I asked you was the best conversation? Whatever best means with you.
Interesting.
Or to you.
Oh wow, that is such a lovely question.
Because you've sat down with amazing people.
I
man.
really have. One being Mulifili Tiki. He's
Yes.
the first Black majority site holder in DBS.
Yes.
Mulifili has been site holder. Okay, so I don't even know how to explain it. Please Google it.
Well, yeah. Guys, work on
Please
it.
Google
No,
it.
it's
So
just-
he's been in the diamond industry for the longest time, and he's
Yeah.
one of the most humble people that I know. And you wouldn't think that for you to be a site holder, you need to have like 50 billion USD. Oh, you know what I mean? And I remember just
Wait, did you say you have to have it?
Yeah. You need to have a lot of capital for you to be a site holder.
Shucks.
But anyway, and I was just like, listen, look into we had an interview, and I was having this conversation with the most humble person. And I was like, you're rich.
You're rich. Like
rich.
Yeah.
I remember he had his company had sponsored my first day when we were starting work together.
Right.
And I was being picked up in a Porsche.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, at this point in time, I was like, why is it so normal about this?
You know what? You know what?
I'm seeing like company black cars. I'm like, hold on.
Is this an essay?
Yeah, an essay.
Shucks, man.
Definitely. And the thing is, it's like, it's interesting to meet people who are not fearful and shocked by wealth.
Yeah.
Because they become so normal with their t-shirts.
It's like,
And you're like, this t-shirt probably costs like more than this whole outfit, including my hair. So he was definitely a highlight in a sense that he paved a path within the luxury sector.
Yes.
For a lot of Black-owned businesses.
That's important.
And that is
huge.
Major.
Huge, yeah.
So major.
Yeah.
Another interview that I will say that Ms. Pokolo, when I was starting, she really helped.
Yeah.
In a sense that she cared.
Yeah.
She cared.
That's the word that I'm going to take home.
She really cared, and I appreciate it because I was a whole lot of nobody at that time when I was starting, and I was like, hey, do you want to maybe have an interview? And she was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Wow.
And there's just been a long list of people that I've interviewed. There's been this gentleman who's the CEO, or I think some executive at an incredible company in Chicago.
Nice.
And he's,
Dude, you're doing big things.
Thank you.
You're doing amazing things. Nice big guy around Chicago. It's like, wow.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Because, I reached out, and when I later found out he was doing Google Talks, he was talking to the former CEO of Twitter.
Wow.
And we were talking about digitization before it became such a huge topic now.
Right.
And you meet all these people. It's really hard to even rank it, but with every interview,
it's conversations with Gofaone.
And the beauty part, and it's interesting, even I got a lot of imposter syndrome with the conversation part because I thought I could just ask questions and shy away from actually sharing my views as well. Because if it's a conversation, it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street, yeah.
So I was terrified, absolutely terrified of even sharing my views.
Right.
And with growth, you realize, actually, I'm going to be honest and share my views.
Be vulnerable a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's very scary, to be honest.
It is.
Even with my 2 views shame when I started. I was so scared.
I know anything about that. 11:38 is your time on the Juice 2.0. We're going to cross over a little bit to the Lobatse Mountain Walk, and then we'll be back with more Gofaone. Keep it locked. Beautiful things, man. Big shout out going out to my sis. Good looking out for giving us that one time, to the GabzFM team doing a thing as well. All right, we're back with more Gofaone on the Juice 2.0. 14962 should be your SMS line. You call us on 3956962 for your WhatsApp, +267 395 6962. Speaking of WhatsApps over here, let me check out who's saying what. I got my brother Montana. What's going on, sir? He says, TKO. Nothing much other than much love and appreciation to you, my spirit brother. And of course, the female guest powerhouse. Definitely soul to soul. All right. Getting some love there for you. How you feel? You feel good?
Touched.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about, other things that you're interested in generally in life, right? Apart from business, entrepreneurship. You talked about God. What are some of the things that you excite yourself to when you wake up?
Yeah, I didn't know I had it in me. I'm a gallery hun, hey? I love art galleries.
Which one is this one? Which one is this?
What's your face about?
I almost say something, and then I realized I'm on air, and would it come off? But see me after class is what Ross would say,
Funny.
So art galleries.
I am absolutely in love with gallery hopping and going to art exhibitions. Wow. I was recently attended the Turbine Art Fair in Joburg, and it was just art galore. And the thing is, I genuinely think some art is ugly. That's the crazy part. Yeah. And I look at it and I'm like, wow, you really did that, and you're gonna sell it for like 200,000 rand. Wow. Shout out to you.
Wow.
If you can do that.
If you can do that, right.
Listen,
right.
But the thing is, being able to I had a conversation with someone about how art is actually a very selfish craft. And
what does that mean?
In a sense that I produce what is within me. And then I deliver it to you.
Yeah,
and it's you either buy into me or not. And I thought that was so metaphorical.
Mind blowing.
Absolutely mind blowing. And I thought that is actually beautiful because I think selfishness has gotten a bad rep.
Yeah.
And when you see different pieces and the stories behind it, I even interviewed a incredible artist called Jonathan Fremantle.
Okay.
And he has a lot of meditative Japanese, Korean, Asian-based art pieces that you look at. And sometimes when you look at it, it just looks like a circle. It has a bit of tie and dye situation going on. But when you actually go deep into it, he's like, I actually went to school for this sort of stuff.
Are you serious?
And able to justify it. And the crazy thing is that, you know, your environment has such a huge part of how you, like, it affects your mental state. Of course. So when there's certain art pieces that you see, it brings you to tears. It's such an
that deep.
It's so deep.
Where do you get all of this? You see, TV will get Africans really doing these things. Nah.
It's so crazy. I mean, there's.
But do you understand where I'm coming from?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I think, but the thing is, not but.
Okay.
Comma and. Yeah. There's no need to contradict myself.
Okay. All right. I'm picking that up too. You know? It's gonna be me, but. No, not but.
It's like when you start saying, no, I don't mean that. Or no, I'm saying, why are you saying no? You know?
Contradictions.
So it's so interesting when you realize why these apparent wealthy people have these expensive art pieces.
Yeah.
There's a certain calm and, dare I say, healing that happens.
That's crazy.
That happens, and it's even scientifically proven. So
right.
You see these, you go to these environments of so much art, and whether it's like pop art or the very calm ones, and I don't know what happens to me. I'm in this incredible environment and I see so much of myself, and I try to find myself in the space and be able to, okay, so then someone's like, okay, I'm seeing like, say for example, a painting of like boxes.
Right.
And when you read the description and someone is saying, okay, but like during COVID, they were so boxed in life and this is how it's been. But then like there's certain boxes that have certain colors, but it's like embrace those boxes. And you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so
I see what you're talking about. GabzFM, you're live on the, let's get this phone call. GabzFM, you're live.
Hi, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great, my guy.
Great. Talk to me. Who are you? Where are you calling us from?
All right, my name is Lucy. I'm calling you from Phase 4 right now.
Talk to us, man. What's up?
Straight chilling, man. First of all, Juice, my nigga. Hey, guys, you're absolutely doing something incredible. Like, I had my soul stop when she started talking about Jonathan, right?
Yeah.
The art.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to ask her to, like, just share the nuances, right? The things that we don't actually talk about, the things that actually
right.
We don't understand about exactly what it is that art can do for us, and the expression and the naturalness that it is, that just is so embedded in who we are.
I love that.
And yes, and there's so much amazing stuff that you guys are doing. There's so much amazing stuff that she's doing. But, my guy, the art aspect, that just touched me. And I would love to see Hofa encourage so many more of these young artists to do amazing work.
Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you.
So awesome, man.
One time. Yeah?
Wow.
How about that?
It's so crazy. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm going to get biblical.
Please,
so there's a scripture.
Be biblical away.
I don't mean to butcher it, but it says that, the gift of a man can put you in the table of kings, right?
Yes.
And that's to say that no matter how minuscule it seems, and even if it's not appreciated in your home country or hometown, trust and believe that there's someone out there that's looking for it. And I've seen it, and I kid you not, if I had the money, I'd identify as a millionaire.
Yeah.
Because I have the money, I would.
You have the money. You see that right there. Woo!
I would invest in art like a crazy person.
Yeah.
The art industry here in this country, sometimes you might not even appreciate it, but I've had conversations with people that have managed to ship their art to people in the UK, and we're talking about art pieces that cost $100,000.
See, these stories are not being told, isn't it?
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But the crazy thing also is that if the stories are not being told, make sure you advocate for your work. Put yourself out. Put yourself out there, even if it means you leaving this country and going to another country where art is being, where there are art exhibitions and people are buying art. I got into one of the houses for one of my clients, and it's art pieces all over. when I calculate, they costed over $1 million. And when I'm saying all over, I'm talking about like 4 pieces.
Oh my goodness, man. We have a message over here. We're running out of time, so we need to juice with a lot of exclamation marks right there. First off, amazing show. You're doing something amazing. Second, shout out to Hofa. Thank you for helping us realize that anything is possible. You're an amazing black child. Oprah is coming to you in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. You guys make me want to be fearless enough to sit with you and push Botswana.
For real?
Yeah.
And there's a crazy obsession with Botswana as well. Yeah. When you go to different countries.
Oh, yeah?
Just beyond the diamond industry, it's just like, oh, wow, your nation is so calm.
That's beautiful.
You guys have electricity.
Right next to us, huh? Oh, my God. I feel you. Look, we have so much to talk about, but not a lot of time. Yeah. So apart from art, to what extent do you appreciate music?
I absolutely love music.
Yeah.
So I got a coach.
Oh, it's also art. So
yeah.
Not apart from it.
I obsessed with early 2000 R&B.
Yeah. The last song that you listened to, what was that?
The last song I listened to was actually an Uncle Waffle song. And it's a beautiful song featuring Manana and Luando, something like that, called Echoes. I said, listen, Uncle.
Yeah?
Listen, I'm going to be your auntie. This is it.
I'm going to check it out because I don't know that song right there.
Beautiful song, yeah. So, yeah, I love music. Love the music and makes me happy.
I love it. We have a few minutes to go. So I need you to just really talk to me about podcasting.
Yeah.
Right? In B-Dub. There's a rise, obviously.
Absolutely.
And you did say that businesses just really need to get onto it.
Yeah.
Because that's where the future really is.
Absolutely.
Podcasting. Have you had troubles with people not believing that that's where the future is and have had to just really push against what your character really is, right? But you've had to sort of like, hey, guys, come on, over here.
I've had... in our beloved country that rejected me. Sorry, we cannot. I'm like, bet. Go to where there's the money. Listen, if you can't, knock down those doors and just really trying to get some sort of monetization, because this year I really made it a point to actually monetize. Right. And a method that I would welcome anyone to use is if you want to get into events for free, media accreditation. Listen, I'm seeing tickets for like $5,000 and I'm like, whoo.
Right here. We have another phone call. Sorry to interject. Good morning.
Morning.
Anyway, please.
Okay.
So 5,000 pula.
Yeah. So use those. I look for the highest of highest events.
Yeah.
To meet people and I'm not even kidding. I remember I was obsessed with Muhammad DG for the longest time. I mean, Africa's youngest billionaire, of course.
So, oh my goodness.
And there was this event called the All African Business Leaders Award, and I saw that he was one of the nominees. I was like, I'm gonna meet you. I might not even interview, but I'm gonna meet you. So I got my crew, we went there. Set up a little corner, and I didn't get an interview, but I got a chance to talk to him and his team and whatever. See, there's so many opportunities for you to meet. If you're not going to interview, at least share your views. Do something. Come on. You know what you have an opportunity, a platform that you can own.
Right.
That you can own. Right. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you gonna miss out on that? No.
You're preaching to me right now. You're preaching to me. I'm like, forget the Juice 2.0 from now going forward. I'm over at conversations now. You know what I mean? That's where I need to be at. That's where the money really is
for
at.
real, because now they're going to be buying on you. Already have the platform.
Of course.
The corporate right now doesn't want to start a podcast and then they'd have to commit to it and have season 2, season 5, etc.
You'd rather just supply them with content and all of that.
Exactly.
How much money was the most money that you got from podcasting and sitting down with someone? Dun, 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 dun.
Like an all at once situation. It was a good like $30,000 as a start.
Woohoo! As a start. The Juice 2.0, we are done here. Huh? We are moving to conversations. But look, that's appreciation, right? And that means people see the value in it.
Yeah.
And when it's digital marketing, which is where you are really, then there's that collaborative effort towards what do you want out of life, my sister? There's so much to talk about. Am I coming to conversations for a chat?
Excuse me?
Hey. She was like off-brand.
No, not even actually. I'll just send you my invoice. Send me an email. But we should make it happen actually.
You know what?
Because you know what the thing is?
What's that?
Is that you come in the field as an expert within the communications field, but beyond just communication.
Yeah.
You're offering so much more. Listen, you're a big deal.
Amen.
Anyway. I forgot what we were going to say. I forgot what we were talking about.
My bad. But yeah, I had asked you, because this is a question that I'll ask my guests, at the end of the show. What do you want out of life?
Definitely. I'm going to be philosophical again.
Of course.
But I just want to be happy and emit this joy.
Yeah.
To people around me, and I know how to attain that happiness. It's by getting that paper. Paper.
So much to talk about, man, including, the happiness that comes with money and the happiness that you can never find in money.
You gotta be joy within. And,
yeah.
It's a crazy thing. So,
dude, are you seeing someone?
Oh, wow. That's such a lovely question.
I mean, there needs to be at least one juicy thing, innit? For trailers and stuff, you know what I mean?
I got nothing for you. I'm so boring. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So single, huh?
Shame.
Dang it. But, Hofa, don't be too busy for love, though.
Don't be too busy for love.
Yeah.
Bitch. Yeah.
Don't be too busy for love. You know what I mean? I see you doing your thing.
Yeah.
You get in the paper, and, you doing your thing. But don't be too busy for love. You do want to get married someday.
I do, yeah.
Have children.
Have mini-me's.
Have you mini-yous, awesome, amazing, valuable mini-yous.
You're right, actually.
That'd be great, innit?
Yeah.
What kind of man would you like to get married to?
A man who cares about what it is that they do.
Yeah.
And who values kindness. And integrity.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
It doesn't come around easily nowadays. Integrity.
Yeah. And it will bonus points if you're good looking.
Bonus, right?
And and love God in a genuine way that reflects in who you are.
True. I love that. From your lips to God's ears, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. It's been such a wonderful time.
You've been a pleasure, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
You mean that genuinely?
Listen, I was actually, this morning I was just like, you know what, this guy, it's a challenge for him, but I know for sure that you've got this, because there's so much more to you that people may not even know about.
Oh, there's so much. Oh, a whole lot. And I'm glad that you picked it up, because then it means only through certain people and only through certain conversations are you also sometimes able to...
And not everyone deserves to see the real you, right?
Yeah, of course.
They may not be worthy of it.
No. Ooh, you see now. It's only revealed to worthy people. It's like God, isn't it?
Yeah.
He doesn't reveal himself to...
It's a real thing. So
you gotta be a Moses, maybe.
Ooh, you're a wholesome gent. Yeah. You're a wholesome gent. And God bless your works and your mind.
Amen. And right back at you, sis. God bless your work, Godspeed, and prosperity, and everything that you wish for in your heart.
Thank you.
May it be so.
Thank you.
One time. All right, that's how you do it. Gofaone Modise. Go check her out, man. Conversations with Gofaone Modise. And it's on YouTube. You just type it in, and then voila, amazing conversations. It's been such a wonderful time with you two. Comment, drop it, whatever you want to say, be nice about it. But if you haven't subscribed and you enjoyed this episode, hey, subscribe, my friend. But Juicies, I appreciate you. Until the next one, God bless. One time, I'm out. What's going on, YouTube? My name is TKay of the Juice 2.0. I'm just here to say thank you very much for checking our video, and click subscribe, like, and the notification button for more content just like that.